South Lexington 2-0. And Honolulu, Hawaii 1-0. Nice backdrop. DJ playing. Let's get ready to rumble. This is going to be a rumble. Game 1 for Honolulu, Hawaii. They won 11-1, or they won 8-1. That was the opening game of the tournament. South Lexington won their opening 11-1 over Quincy. Honolulu, Hawaii was off yesterday. First pitch swinging is Aaron Tom. Grounder right to second. Good play by Cameron Travis to scoop it up for a 4-3 play. As I was saying, South Lexington, Kentucky, they won their second game yesterday, and that was by the score 17-4 over El Dorado, Arkansas. 1 out at the plate now. Dante Park, first baseman for Honolulu, Hawaii. Righty on the mound is Gavin Hall, winner of the Home Run Derby last night at some skills competition that took place, and Dante Hall, the pitcher for South Lexington today, was victorious. Other skills competitions they had was Golden Spikes competition. It was Hammond, Rafael Rio, Santino Barbosa, and Javon Morris winning that one. We are even at 1 ball and 1 strike to Dante Park. Around the horn competition, Trey Moody, Hagan Hodges, Matthew Cook, Trace Berlin, Trailer Duffel, Lane Worley, Dalton Greider, and Ethan Baker won that. Blazing speed, 12.1 seconds. Here's a ball that skitters down the line, foul, third base side. With winning the Home Run Derby, I'm sure that's got to make the South Lexington, Kentucky area proud.
Yeah, let's hope it is a mess of a swing. And I keep saying that in the majors. Cespedes won, right? Jonas Cespedes won this year. He missed the next 2 weeks of baseball, I think.
1-2 count. Hall rears back.
Catcher set up out there, pretty far outside.
Wade's pitch right there. 2-2 count now. No score in the top of the first inning. Big hack and no result for Dante Park. Second out. Richie Vidal at the plate for Honolulu, Hawaii. I want to welcome all the listeners all across the country listening on WJOB1230.com or regionsports.com. Phil Godbolt, here the executive committee chairman, sent out a pamphlet for broadcast information to all the teams in the cities they're traveling from. These two teams traveling a long way. I think Honolulu, Hawaii, a little bit longer than South Lexington, Kentucky.
Certainly. They got some fans, though.
They do.
Quite a few.
1-0 count to Richie Vidal. Hall.
Wow. He didn't even flinch. That one was inside.
Almost hit Vidal.
I think he was okay with that, honestly. And he didn't get hit, but he wasn't moving away.
Little brush back pitch early on. Wind blowing from left to right this game. Here's a high fly ball out to your right. Center running over. Making the catch is Blake Polium. A 1-2-3 inning on the fly out to center field. It is South Lexington, Kentucky coming up to the plate after a 1-minute timeout in a no-score ball game on WJOB 1230 at regionsports.com.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Welcome to Hammond Optimist Sports Complex around Honolulu. You're saying that you love that song as a bumper.
My wife also loves that song. Tom Cochran, I think, is his name. Life is the Highway. some of these highways been traveled this week, huh?
Absolutely.
Anybody talk a little bit about jet lag or, you know, I mean, any like issues with the travel?
Nobody has said anything yet. A couple of the teams arrived earlier this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Had their banquet on Thursday night.
I took part in that. That was great. 700 plus.
700 plus. A nice night for eating on Thursday night.
Oh, and a great inspiring speech from former Reds player Daryl Cheney.
And Brave.
Yeah. 1966 times region player, best athlete of the year, Daryl Cheney. Morton grad, right? Or Gavin? Morton grad, I think.
Yeah, Morton. Here's the pitching lineup and fielding for Honolulu, Hawaii. Shane McCarthy pitching, Jordan Botello catching, Dante Park at first, Makana Mirashigi at second, Aaron Tom at short, Shia Matsushita at third, Wakadani at left, Tetsuya TV in center, and Richie Vidal at right. Leadoff hitter is Jared Gadd for South Lexington, Kentucky. In the 2 spot, Austin Blake, followed by Gavin Hall. Cleaning up is Cameron Hoffman. In the 5 hole, Brendan Horde, followed by Jacob Stam, Blake Polium, Austin Jones, Deacon Thomas, and last but not least, Cameron Travis. All right, Jared Gadd ready to rock and roll in the batter's box against Shane McCarthy. Righty versus righty matchup. First pitch wakes up Jared Gadd. Takes him off the plate. I would be fine with waking up to coffee, not a brush bag pitch. Here's one on the bounce. Just hops over the glove of Aaron Tom at short.
Hot shot, one hopper, tried to sort of olay it on the side instead of getting in front of it. Bounces over the glove and into the left field for a single.
At the plate now will be Austin Blake. The big bat's been out in full force for South Lexington, Kentucky. 11 runs on Friday, 17 runs on Saturday. How many will they put up today? Stay tuned. Here's one hit to the right side, dropped by the second baseman. Going to be a play at second. Out at second is Gadd. Really unfortunate right there.
Right. He had to hold up a little bit to see if he was going to catch that line drive. Get back to first. Ended up hitting the ground and forced to play at second.
So Blake is at first on the fielder's choice. And here comes Gavin Hall, the pitcher, and the winner of the home run derby contest. Last night they had after hours, after all the games were completed. Big curve thrown by Shane McCarthy, missing not by much. Runner on first, 1 out. In the bottom of the first inning, the scoreless game between Honolulu, Hawaii, and South Lexington, Kentucky. Foul ball behind home plate. Gonna pop into the netting on the Hawaiian fan side, down the first base side, but there's a netting, so they are okay. You know what the really cool sign is? That Wrigley Field with the squirrel. It's a squirrel that says, "You'll live for foul balls."
You better. You'll hear a lot about it. You know what I mean? You hear a lot about guys getting hit with line drives.
Hall takes the one out of the zone, going to second on the pitch that gets away is Austin Blake.
He schooled him on that one. That ball was way outside. Got him to chase, but it went to the fence, and the runner advanced. Second base, 2 outs?
1 out.
1 out.
Hard to see. We are structured a couple times that group on Saturday night, seeing the scoreboard. I just saw some numbers and couldn't see where Adam and Tom it was.
Sort of playing hide and go seek with us.
Umpire comes out, dusts off the home plate. Gavin Hall with an RBI opportunity here, hits one to the right side, catch by the second baseman and thrown out at second. A double play is Austin Blake. Great play by Makana Mirashigi there. Fly out and tagged out at second is Austin Blake. So Hall down, Blake down, South Lexington, Kentucky down in the bottom of the first inning. So we end the first inning with a score of 0-0 between Honolulu, Hawaii, and South Lexington, Kentucky. Back in 1 minute with second inning action on WJOB 1230.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to The Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
Now open, Luby's Pancake House, located at 176th and Torrance Avenue in Lansing, 1 block south of the interstate. Also open for dinner. Come dine with us. We feature a full breakfast menu, burgers, sandwiches, ribs, steaks, stir-fries, dessert, and more. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can also dine at Luby's in Hammond on the corner of 165th and Columbia in Menards Plaza. Luby's is the perfect spot for the whole family.
Second inning, back on the mound is Dante Hall for South Lexington, Kentucky in a scoreless ball game on WTOB 1230 and RegionSports.com. Welcome to all the listeners all across the country for this national 12 and under World Series matchup and tournament. Honolulu, Hawaii, winners of the Pacific Southwest region, and South Lexington, Kentucky, Ohio Valley region. A lot of difference on the miles for
these two teams, and I'll tell you, there were some pundits talking before the game that the Honolulu team was really defensive-minded and had some really neat drills. I mean, for like professional baseball drills going on out there, so they won't beat themselves. And right there, caught a line drive and got them at second base to end the inning. Now they get a chance to get up there.
Trey DeFont comes into the batter's box, extra hitter for Honolulu, Hawaii. Navy blue jerseys, white pants. For South Lexington, Kentucky, red jerseys, white pants. Had a little laugh with a couple of the parents of the South Lexington, Kentucky squad yesterday. Said, how can a team from South Lexington, Kentucky, home of the UK Wildcats, be wearing red? They said, you guys sip the blue Kool-Aid all the time. He said, yeah, we do. They said they do. They said it is a little bit ironic.
That's just they'd be Louisville fans, I guess, right?
No, they're not Louisville fans in Lexington. They are a city all on University of Kentucky. 2 balls and a strike to DeFont. Gavin Hall on the mound. I wonder if he's related to Dante Hall, cornerback in the NFL. Big-time player. Here's a liner to the right through the middle. Trey DeFont on base. First base runner of the game for Honolulu, Hawaii. Dante Hall, one time for the Redskins, picked off 4 Jay Cutler passes. You know, they say,
is that the same game as nine sacks? No, that was a Giants game. 9 sacks in the first half.
Shane McCarthy, pitcher for Honolulu, Hawaii, looking up out his own cause. Wind picking up now. It's going from right to left. We've already seen 2 balls hit in this tournament going to the Little Calumet River across the street.
You got the kayaks out there?
We have had the kayaks out there. Bill Baker, Dan Ripe,
getting the home run ball.
Conservation Mike. A little bit like McCovey's Cove back in the day when Baroid Bonds was hitting the home runs.
And they're still out there. They're still out there. Whatever hits, they're there.
First pitch is a strike from Hall. Here's another pitch.
Oh, that pitch.
That's not a strike. I don't know what a strike is.
That looks good to me.
1-1 count to Shane McCarthy. Nice beef sandwiches here delivered to us to the broadcast booth, and these are from Strack and Van Til.
Yep.
Yummy. 2-1 count. Hall winds up, kicks it, throws, the ball goes right to him. Double play possibility. Yes and yes. Out at second is DeFonte. Out at first is McCarthy. GICP. 1 pitch, 2 outs. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. At the plate now will be Makana Mirashigi. Second baseman had a nice play in the bottom half of the first inning. Honolulu, Hawaii, 1-0. Crown Point will get them in this group through our Crown Point, Indiana listener. Matchup is going to come tomorrow night at 5:30. See some Crown Point fans already flocking here. They have the game at 5:30 tonight. 0-1 count to Wakana Murashige. Here's a strike thrown by Hall. Murashige waiting for a good pitch to take for a ride. Oh, 0-2 count, 2 outs in the inning, nobody on base. Scoreless game between Honolulu, Hawaii, and South Lexington, Kentucky. There's a pitch that did not miss by much. 1-2 strikes.
Another one of them show me pitches. Trying to get him to swing it at one outside.
Sun fighting his way through the clouds here. Was right earlier. Some clouds came through. Gray skies, but we're back to sun and fun in Hammond, Indiana. 25 minutes away from the beautiful city of Chicago. If you're in the area, Northwest Indiana, come on out. $10 a day, or $20 for the tournament pass for an individual, $50 for the family pass. Great prices on fun.
Good take.
Really patient at the plate now is Wakana Murashige, working the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Here's a foul ball off the back screen. Staying Alive. You know, that's Rick Moss's favorite song by the Bee Gees.
I believe that. I remember him talking about the double 8 tracks he used to play from that movie, Staying Alive.
Full count. We'll try it again here. Murashige at the plate, all on the mound. Here's one fouled. A couple steps down the line. Third base might have hit off the foot of Murashige.
He's got one of those swings that, you know, it's a classically trained swing. You can tell these players here have been appropriately coached and prepared to play.
Great discipline. Discipline wins ball games. Hall deliberate in his delivery. Holds him.
Wow.
And that fooled me because that was right down the heart of the plate.
I think it might have been a little high, Ryan. But good take.
Ball 4. Early on, we learned the strike zone for the umpires, and that apparently was a ball. Mike Zajac, not so sure. He's going to join us in the broadcast. We're in fourth inning on play-by-play. And he'll be intern all summer. And here is Brock Adani, and what a take right there by Wakana Murashige. He was patient, and he's on first base now. So Brock Adani getting still alive. There's a strike. 1-1 count. One and one. Adani waiting back on the pitch from Hall. Takes outside. We were talking earlier in Scouting Report on Honolulu, Hawaii. They're a team that doesn't beat themselves.
They just, like I said, well coached. Focus, no mental mistakes.
2-1 count. There's a foul ball off the back screen after hitting the equipment
Of the umpire, I think.
umpire, and that might have caught the catcher Brendan Horde.
Would you ever be an umpire? Right?
No.
We want to be liked, you and I both. We want to be liked too much.
Here's a foul ball off the back screen, so the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, I'm not a big fan of wearing polo, thick polo, and pants in the summertime when it's 100 degrees.
True.
Whether it be at the water park or on a raft in a pool or in the WJOB studio, like Larry Kyleman, our producer today. Staying alive again is Adani, making Gavin Hall work. Hall will check on the runner at first. Shigi goes with the off-speed pitch. Out in front is Adani. Down on strike 3. Out number 3 through 1.5. We remain scoreless between Honolulu, Hawaii, and South Lexington, Kentucky. Back in 1 minute with the bottom half of the second on WJOB 1230.
Hey Region, happy summer. Outdoor activities abound in Hammond. Mayor Thomas M. McDermott Jr. and the Hammond Port Authority invite you to a 2013 summer filled with staycations, all right here in Hammond, Indiana. At the PAB, we have summer concerts, the Bill Porter Orchestra, coming up later in the summer, Northwest Indiana Symphony, and we're going to have a movie in the park to sing along with Grease. And don't forget the city-sponsored Independence Day activities. We also have beautiful Lake Michigan and our lakefront park, beach, and marina. And they're all open to the public for your enjoyment. Wolf Lake Splash Pad with its friendly, playful otter mascot is open 7 days a week for your young family enjoyment. Lost Marsh Golf Course is available for an affordable round of golf at the championship course and the par 3 executive course. And please stop by the restaurant at Lost Marsh for a lunch or dinner, as well as a place to host your special events. For additional information on summer activities, visit GoHammond.com or thehammondportauthority.com. Come out, spend some time with the ever-present Bouchas as we enjoy a summer's staycation here in Hammond.
The week-long party continues in Hammond, Indiana. 12 and under Ripken World Series from August 9th through August 16th of 2013 on WJOB 1230 and RegionSports.com. Game number 10 of the tournament. This one is South Lexington, Kentucky, and Honolulu, Hawaii. Coming up first will be Cameron Boffman for South Lexington, Kentucky. On the mound again will be for Honolulu, Hawaii, Shane McCarthy. Ron Harlow, Ryan Walsh here on the call. Enjoying some good food. They've been taking care of stuff in the broadcast booth. Randy McCarthy and John Leosis. They take care of us. Corn on the cob delivered, bags of chips, fruit cups, and beef sandwiches from Strachan Hills, a pizza from Aurelio's, official sponsors here. Also the NWI Times giving us papers, gold with stats and stuff like that. Good time had by all.
Good team effort.
1-0 count. Big whiff by Boffman. Carl Field, the manager of South Lexington, Kentucky, I actually made a joke on Saturday that kind of reminded me of Santa Claus, but they go by Cy Robertson from Duck Dynasty.
It's a #1 reality show on TV, believe it or not.
I believe it. Entertaining, isn't it?
I've watched clips, really.
I don't really watch much TV. I like radio. So here's Cameron Boffman. Infield single as he beats the throw from Akana Mirashigi. And that is all hustle and muscle down the line right there.
Yeah, he was out of the box quick, knowing the ball wasn't really hard hit, and got past the pitcher.
That's what I'm saying. Lefties do it fast. They get an extra
Yep.
lead. Brendan Horde had a big day yesterday for South Lexington, Kentucky.
Brendan Horde has a big day every day. Look at this guy.
He was given the player of the game by Wayne Micka, who joined me for a broadcast on that game yesterday. South Lexington winning 17-4 over El Dorado, Arkansas. We'll be here every day at the tournament until it finishes on Friday night, 7 o'clock. This first pitch.
I believe this guy's 12 years old. Definitely put out some muscle, right? Does that help baseball players a lot, you think? You know, doing a lot of weights, or that's an off-season kind of thing?
I think it's a full year thing now. You know, it used to be that you played different sports and then you trained in between, or for all of them. Now they're making you play one sport. Here's a grounder to Thomas. Flips it to second. Throw to first from Mirashigi. Tom, the Mirashigi double play retired.
I said we were going to see some double plays today, ground ball double plays. That's 2 now.
6, 4, 3, double play. Aaron Tom, I've said it a couple times throughout the different games. The most impressive shortstop I've seen in the tournament so far. He is focused out there. Shane McCarthy now, nobody on base for him as he faces off against Jacob Stamets plate, the extra hitter for South Lexington, Kentucky. Good shirt by a fan down here, a couple rows up. Says play hard or go home. Here's the one down on third base line, fair. Dams rounds first and will be held at first because the left fielder, Brock Adani, rifles one into the glove of Aaron Tom standing near second base.
Got to it quick, got it in quick. Don't hold on to that ball in the outfield, right? Remember that? You can never do that. Never hold the ball in the outfield.
Good saying hot potatoes. Just get rid of it as soon as you get it.
Get it to the infield.
Blake Pulliam, right-handed hitter, center field for South Lexington, Kentucky, who will get in the batter spot. Here's one, going to be just past the outstretched glove of Aaron Tom. Single for Blake Pulliam. What a play by Tom, though, almost getting that. He was right on second base, practically.
Yeah, third infield almost got that. I mean, pretty much a seeing eye. Single there.
And now, Cy Robertson down the third base line, or as we actually call him by his real name, Carl Peel, the manager of South Lexington, Kentucky. He's given his sign. He actually had play bells down there yesterday. Here's one hit over the pitcher. McCarthy, diving slide by Mirashigi, can't get to it. Rounding third is going to be Sam. Home, safe. Runners go to second and third on the throw to home. RBI for Austin Jones.
That ball had a side spin on it almost. Second baseman had no chance. He would hit the ground and cut away from him.
Through 2+ games, 29 runs slated by South Lexington, Kentucky. By far the most for any team. At the plate will be Deacon Thomas, left fielder for the South Lexington squad. 2 outs and runners on second and third. Looking to get some breathing room after getting that run. Here's one hit down the third base line. Fair ball right over the bag. 1 run in. And here comes the second one. Could be a play-to-play. Throw is cut off because Jones went sliding in at the catcher and actually about to hit Jones in the back. So an RBI double for Deacon Thomas. Plays 2 runs, and it's now 3-0 South Lexington. How about that, actually?
That was a rope. Yeah, I mean, do you play that? I mean, would you play that no doubles early or late? I mean, that's what they're hitting the ball down the line.
That's tough.
You only can cover so much ground, but that had some pep on it down the third base.
Cameron Travis. Runner on second with 2 outs. We got some beach balls floating around here in the crowd. Beach baseball.
Believe it or not, they're beach, or they look like soft mush balls, really.
A lot of them are floating around. Good vibe here at the ballpark. Big crowd from South Lexington, Kentucky. Here's one over the glove of the third baseman, Kia Matsushita. Travis is going to be held at first by his first base coach. Single advances Deacon Thomas to third base, and South Lexington continues the dance here in the bottom of the second inning. 3 runs in, and they have runners on first and third. Right now, Honolulu, Hawaii trying to keep their composure. Shane McCarthy on the mound looking for a big out here as we go to the top of the lineup for Garrett Gadd.
Well, you called it, Ryan. You said, can they contain this hitting?
Here's the pitch over the head of Gadd. Good jump by Jordan Botello, the catcher for Honolulu, Hawaii. Don't want to give up a run on a wild pitch or a fast ball. Gadd is 1 for 1. Singleton was out on a fielder's choice. There's a big rip. No success there. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Still seating available if you're in the Hammond, Indiana area. Come on by. $10 to get you in for the day, 20 for the tournament. Great prices on some good baseball. This is better than Major League Baseball, in my opinion, because you have fundamental teams.
Right. And playing hard all the time, running the ball out. Not getting down on yourself, strike out.
Hammond, Indiana, majority of fans here are Chicago Cubs or White Sox fans being 20 minutes out of the city. Here's a high fly ball out to right center. It's going to hit up the wall. 1 run in, and another runner being sent. Going to be a play at third, and he's going for the triple. And Garrett Gadd has a standing up triple with 2 RBIs.
Wow. No cheapies here so far either, really, folks. Let him hit hard.
5-0, South Lexington, Kentucky. Pouring it on. Runs coming in buckets.
Coach goes on the field for Honolulu.
Good scouting report done by South Lexington, Kentucky. They're seeing something from McCarthy. While we have a timeout, let's thank some friends of WJOB and the WJOB staff for helping us get these games on the airwaves for the 2013 12 and under World Series. WJOB staff, owner Jim and Alexis Vasquez-Hilo, general manager Debbie Wargo, director of operations Jen Forright, production manager Rick Kubik, sales manager Pat Renwick, webmaster Gene, owners Jim and Alexis Vasquez-Hilo were here yesterday, as well as director of operations Jen Forright. I don't think there are many people in Indiana or this area of the state, northern Indiana, that don't like baseball. This is a baseball area. At the plate now, Austin Fake.
Big Brender.
Fielder's choice, first plate appearance.
Run around third.
0-1 count. McCarthy comes inside. Blake does not bite on that offering. Top 3 teams from each division advance. This is the American division. A bobble at second, throw to first, gets away. But staying at first is Austin Blake. E4.
First hiccup for the Honolulu Saints there. Tried to throw it before he caught it, sort of. Feel that?
I did. And it is now 6-0 as Garrett Gadd scores on that error.
Just think about it. We're not even halfway through all the great baseball that's going to happen today.
No, this is game number 10 out of 25. This is the second game of the day, game number 10 overall of the tournament. Game 1 went to East Boise, Idaho, 7-5 over Opp, Alabama. Here comes Gavin Hall, the pitcher for South Lexington, Kentucky, and South Lexington, Kentucky has batted around. I keep saying Crown Point because they're identical to the Bulldogs jersey.
Yeah, they really do look like them.
But actually, the Crown Point team actually has a little black in them on the jerseys.
Right.
Little red, black, and white stripes. 0-1 count. Make it a 1-1 count. Cool to see that Crown Point is here. They're already watching. Their fans are filing in. North Township, a sponsor on WJOB. They got the Dollar-Ride buses shipping people over here from Riverside Park. We have some fans. There's some fans over there by the river waiting for a home run ball. 2 of them have been dumped into there.
I tell you, this Ohio Valley team, their fans, they cheer with every pitch.
Cowbells, sleigh bells.
You got a shaker thing.
You know what? They need some duck callers since they're
Exactly.
the manager that's the Duck Dynasty's guy.
That would be really cute. They did something like that.
Timeout called on the field. Big wind gust came through. Nice weather. Hall strikes out and throws the bat
Just spits out of his hand there. Tried to reach for an outside pitch. Didn't get there.
Strike 3 that ends the inning after a big rally here. 6 runs. At the end of 2, it is 6-0. South Lexington, Kentucky leading Honolulu, Hawaii. After the break, we'll have Mike Zajac and Ron Harlow with third inning action from Hammond Optimist Park on Sunday, August 11th of 2013 on WJOB, 1230, Hammond, Indiana.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
Did you hear the awesome news?
What news?
North Township Dial-A-Ride is expanding its services. More vehicles, longer hours, and Lake County destinations that are outside the township.
That is really exciting. How can I get more information?
Give them a call, 932-2530, then follow the prompts and push number 4.
North Township Dial-A-Ride, how may I help you?
Dial-A-Ride services and this message, sponsored by Frank J. Mervan, North Township trustee.
Welcome back to Hammond, Indiana. Mike Zajac here alongside Ronald Harlow. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's been a good game so far.
Yeah, that's
pretty much all South Lexington, though.
Yep.
6-0. They put up 6 runs in the bottom of the second.
Let's see if Honolulu can answer.
Here's the first pitch to Jordan Botello. Jordan, the catcher today, number 24 for Honolulu. Kind of a bigger kid than the rest of the Honolulu club. The ball's outside, 2-0.
That's their catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really dazzling in pregame warm-ups.
2-0 to Botello. Gavin Hall on the mound delivers. There's a swing and strike. 2-1. Gavin's got a fastball, a changeup, a curveball. Talking to his coach, Carl Peel, who you guys said he looks like Cy Robertson of the Duck Dynasty.
That's what they were saying.
He takes
we'll probably call him that.
ball 3 in the dirt, 3-1. Yeah, coach said he takes his time out there. Doesn't do anything fantastic out there. Just easy goes. He's a 3-1 pitch. With a strike on the outside corner.
Big leg kick. Big everything from this guy. He comes at you with everything.
And I think I heard he won the home run derby.
Right.
Last night. 4 home runs in that final round.
Nice.
3-2 pitch. A ground ball over to third. And stop there. Long throw to first. Not in time. It's safe. High throw over there. Pulled him off the bag.
Yeah, I think if he was a good thrower, they would have had him.
Yeah, nice backhand over there.
Definitely. I thought he had no chance at him, but a little better throw would have had him.
Here's Seth Tuasidi, the center fielder, number 2 for Honolulu. Runner at first base. Here's the first pitch from Hall. It's on the outside corner, strike 1. Hawaii's got to get something going here. Gave up 6 runs in that bottom of the second.
Yep, they were hitting it every which way. Got to answer back.
Wind's blowing in here on field number 5. This is the 0-1 pitch. It's in the dirt. It's going to get away, and the runner's going to advance down to second base. So now they got a runner at second. Nobody out. 1-1 to Seth Tuasidi. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul back. I was talking to the manager for Hawaii, Gerald Oda. Said the travel that they did really affected them.
How was it? I mean, that's you can't come on all in one, right? They have stopovers.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, definitely a stopover. The time difference is affecting them, he said, as well, but they're excited to be here. This is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Down on strikes goes Seth Tuasidi.
Yeah, it's got to affect them a little bit. You know, jet lag is a real thing.
Right.
Could you imagine trying to keep a bunch of 11-year-olds in their seats for that long of a trip?
Here's Shia Matsushitu. Hope I pronounced that right. There's a pitch inside, ball 1. You want to try to announce any of these names?
Shia Matsushita, I'm going to go with.
All right, there you go. 1-0.
And when you say that name, make sure you say the whole name.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
1-0 pitch is upstairs and in. 2-0. Look down at the third base coach. He looks like a quarterback. He's got the plays or the calls on his wrist over there.
Okay.
He's been calling signals out to the players. Also, he's calling pitches. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That ball's upstairs. 3-0.
Yep. Wow.
On Matsushitu. 6-0 here. South Lexington with all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the second. Here's the 3-0 from Hall. Here's a strike. Ooh. He didn't like that call.
Yeah, it's on his way down to first base. Thought it was ball 4, but you're at 3-0. A lot of time.
Second and on the hop. Runner is going to come in. He will score. And Hawaii is on the board, 6-1.
Second baseman had to know what he had to do. It was the bang bang. He tried to get the short hop, right? Sometimes that's tough. Handcuffed him a little bit. Dribbled in the right field for an RBI single. Would you give a single there?
I gave him a single.
I thought that was a tough play.
Kind of an in-between hopper there.
Yeah, it was a do or die. Right? If he waits back, that young man's going to get to first base. Anyway.
First pitch to, who we got up here? Aaron Tom?
Aaron Tom, their shortstop.
Grounded out to second base in the first inning. One 1-0 on Tom. Pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Third baseman's really...
I was going to say that.
Really,
wow.
yeah. I mean...
Expecting a bunt, maybe. Not down 5 runs, I'm not butting if I'm the manager of this team. No time to give away outs till you catch up.
Tom's a little guy, but it's a little close right there. There's the 1-1. The ground ball over to second. They're going to try and... No, he drops it and go to first. They do get the out there.
A chance for redemption.
So that goes
for second baseman Cameron Travis.
4-3.
Yep. Yeah, that's a second base position, you know. You can bobble a lot.
Right.
And still get one out.
That's why I love playing it.
Keep the bite. You probably took a few off your chest, though, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
As long as you keep it in front of you, you got a good chance.
So 2 outs here. Runner at second. 1 in already for Honolulu. First pitch swinging. It's Dante Park. Dante playing first base today.
My natural position, and me and several other hundreds of thousands, 40-year-old softball players.
All right. Shows bunt low for ball 1. 1-1, 2 outs. Now first base, you didn't have to move that much. Is that why it was
No, I was a scoop master though. I really was.
All right.
I had a monster-sized glove. Hard to not catch it.
1-1 to Dante Park. Here's the pitch from Hall. It's chopped foul to the left side. 1-2. We said you also played a little bit of outfield as well.
I played outfield when I was younger, a little this time. I was a center fielder. Felt like I could cover a lot of ground.
Right.
And I remember making a few diving plays here and there, and you know, the good stuff sticks with you. The strikeouts sort of fade away. I was more of a glove man than a big hitter.
There's the 1-2 to the chopper down to third. Slowly rolled. He missed it. Came up a little too quick on that one.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking towards first to see if they even have a play, I think. And it cost him any chance of it as he dribbled right in front of him.
I think he kind of moved back a little bit, the third baseman. Now he's moving back up. So if he was where he was right now, he would have got him.
Aaron Tom. If he was up there for Aaron Tom, then certainly.
So here's Richie Vidal. Playing right field today. Here's the pitch. Inside to hit him. That'll load him up with 2 outs here.
Take your base.
It'll be up to Trey DuPont. But the base was loaded, 2 out, down by 5.
Okay, now tell me how this EH works. What does EH mean? Extra hitter. It's not a DH?
Not a...
Oh, it's not a DH because the pitcher's usually bad. That's why.
Right.
Okay. So is there a hitter? Wait, is that 9 guys? Or do they have
I got
10
10
hitters?
on here.
Okay, that's what they get. You get an extra hitter. So you have a 10-man lineup.
But I didn't see that last game.
Maybe they didn't use it.
Here's the first pitch for a strike. Yeah, that first game even we did. They had 9 batters, right?
Wait, let's look here. I got it right here.
The 0-1 Hall ready and set.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 0-2. 2 outs. Yeah, that's odd.
I guess you have a choice. You have a choice. That was definitely 9. Maybe they're great hitters and just lack a place to play. Someone out defends them.
0-2 from Hall. And that's outside. 1-2. We've got a timeout at third base. Something's wrong with the bag over there. All good now. 1-2. Hall gets his pitch. Wind up, and here we go. Way outside, swing and a miss on the breaking ball. They leave them loaded in the third, but they do get a run. 6-1 is the score. South Lexington leads Honolulu, Hawaii. And we'll be right back in 1 minute on AM 1230 and RegionSports.com.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game love and non-striking passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Mike. And Aurelio's Pizza will as the official pizza.
Hey, this is Larry the K here at WJOB, sending you on back to Hammond Optimus Park with Mike Zajac and Ron Harlow on the call. I just want to tell you guys that we had a call from Tony from Munster. He wants to tell us that you are coming in loud and clear and are sounding great, and he's going to put in for a triple time and a half with Jim Deedlow for us.
Excellent.
Back to you.
All right, thanks, Larry. 6-1 is the score here. South Lexington leads Hawaii.
Boy, the Honolulu Saints had really one big hit there with the bases loaded. They could have brought them almost all the way back on one swing. Did scratch one out, though. Defense still looking good, and let's see if they can't hold them. Keep this game close.
Yeah, Gavin Hall shut them down with the bases loaded. Cameron Bossman is the first baseman. He'll lead off here in the bottom half of the third, leading 6-1. Shane McCarthy on the mound. There's the first pitch, and it's in the air to center, and it'll get dropped down in for a hit. On the first goes Bossman for a single.
Yeah, I saw your notes from earlier. Pretty lethal lineup from 1 through 7. Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Carl Peel, a.k.a. Cy Robertson, was telling me.
They have no doubt some of the best swings I've seen, and they make solid contact. They're not, you know you're good. You keep the ball in play, not fouling a lot of pitches off, and, zoning in.
First pitch is a swinging strike. Yeah, they put down a clinic in that second inning there, putting up 6 runs. Shane McCarthy on the mound's got a fastball, a changeup, and a curveball. So it's 0-1 now to Bossman. And that's Horde, and he singles into left field. On to second goes Bossman, and we got first and second with nobody out for South Lexington.
Took that one almost off the handle part of the bat. Still had enough juice to line drive it into the left field between short and third.
Well, he's a big kid.
Yeah, he is.
He just muscled that one in there. So here's Jacob Samara. That ball's in the dirt, 1-0. Jacob Stam. Am I getting that right? I can't read Ryan Walsh's hand right now over here.
I got Stamen, maybe. Jason Stam.
We'll go with
It's
Stam.
2 M's though.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. That's outside.
It's like calm.
Right.
I'm saying Pan or Pam. Calm. Stam.
We'll go with Stam.
Yeah.
All right. 2-0 to Stam. Is that Lightning? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, wait. I definitely...
I saw some lightning out there. 3-0.
I definitely... yeah,
Stam.
wait. Unless there's
Or is it
going on inside of him.
flashlight? I don't know.
I don't think
Confusing me. He shows bunt, pulls it back, doesn't go. 3-1 at the strike.
Yeah, this is number 17. This does not look like a bunter. Oh.
It's this guy behind us, the photographer.
The cameraman. He wants us to turn around after the next pitch here.
3-1.
Oh, hit him.
Inside, it hit him. It'll load him up. Tom goes down to first base. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Already leading 6-1. Oh, yeah. Here's Blake Pullian. Singles his first time up. Bases loaded, nobody out. There's a ground ball up to short. They're going to turn 2, it looks like. No, on the throw. First, no, he's safe. Runner does score.
Yeah, South Lexington's catcher did all he could to break up that double play and did so. Just beat out the runner.
Out at second is Jacob Stam.
No, Brendan Horde. It's number 11. I think it's... Maybe you're right.
I think he's at third base now.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 17, yeah. Okay. Right. I got you. Jacob Stam.
So here's Austin Jones, third baseman for South Lexington. One more in. It's 7-1 now. With 1 out, he looks that ball 1 outside. South Lexington winning their first game 11-1 over Massachusetts. They had 3 home runs in that game, 17-4 as the ball is in the dirt, 2-0, 17-4 over Arkansas. And the coach said they played all right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we were all right.
We had a few hits.
You score 28 runs and you played all right. Pitch diving, no, gets through. That'll score another run. It is now 8-1, South Lexington.
They're just finding the holes, Mike.
They are.
If this, a lot of these balls, if it just hit right at somebody, they're going to be double play or ground ball for sure. That's just right where they ain't. Right at where they ain't.
Here's Deacon Thomas, left fielder for South Lexington. We got first and second, one away, 8-1 Lexington. He looks at a strike on the outside corner. Talking to the Hawaii coach, he said Caleb Marquith is their best pitcher, but he's out with some tendonitis, so he won't be playing any of the games.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's nothing that saves that but rest, Tendonitis.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's going to look to second, and he goes to first instead. Route number 2.
Make sure you get it out, that's for sure.
Yep.
You did the right thing, actually. The reason wasn't really.
1-3. So now we got second and third for South Lexington. 2 outs. Cameron Travis, the second baseman here. Little guy.
Gotta love guys with 2 first names. That's what I always do.
So you can't trust guys with 2 first names.
Who says that?
What?
Toby Keith?
Yeah.
Who says that? Toby Keith?
If he fouls that one back 0-1. This is a pitch from McCarthy. Oh, look out. Breaking ball got away over the head of Travis. 1-1. 2 outs here. Second and third. Travis trying to bring those guys in. This is a 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1.
Mike, I've noticed a lot of pretty girls showing up here at the stadium.
Is that what you're watching instead of the game?
I can see everything.
2-1 pitch. The ground ball over short. Scooped up there and thrown out at first base. 3 outs there. They get 2 more runs. It is now 8-1 South Lexington after the 3rd inning. We'll be back in 1 minute on AM 1230 and regionsports.com.
Railcats Baseball is back. This season's schedule is full of awesome giveaways, thrilling entertainment acts, and special themes. Tickets are only $5 to $10 and parking is always free. Save money with Railcats weekly specials. Kids eat free on Mondays, 2 for Tuesdays, $1 Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Firework Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and the Times Family Sundays. Group discounts are available for tickets, party decks, suites, picnics, and more. Railcats Baseball, fun, affordable, family entertainment. Get your tickets at railcatsbaseball.com or call 219-882-2255. Railcats Baseball, entertaining the region.
The town of Griffith is excited to present the Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival, August 30th through September 1st. 32 hours of music in 3 days. The hours are Friday 4 p.m. till midnight, Saturday 11 a.m. till midnight, and Sunday 1 p.m. till midnight. Located in downtown Griffith on Broad Street, this festival has something for everyone. Live music and beer garden, delicious food vendors, arts and crafts, 5K run on Saturday, kids fun zone, and a car show on Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. Don't miss Griffith's 5th annual Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival this Labor Day weekend.
Welcome back to Hammond, Indiana. 8-1 the score. South Lexington leading Honolulu, Hawaii. What do you notice so far?
The ladies again. Maybe I could do like a radio fan cam to sort of visually tell you about all the pretty women that are here. Well, it's supposed to also spark younger gentlemen to come out and watch the game. They're doing some prep on the field, wetting it down, and what they call dragging the field. Is that what they call it?
Dragging the field.
And it's just, a way to keep up, keep the stuff dusty, right? You don't want any pebbles or rocks,
right,
or chunks of dirt that might get a ball to not give you a true hop and somebody can get hurt. It's a beautiful day here, guys, and we're not even halfway through of just today's baseball. 2 more games, including Crown Point against El Dorado at 5:30 at Field 5 right here at Optimist Park. It's me, Harlow, Mike Zajac, and Mike and I got a chance to work together for a few weeks there. Guys would stick around and help us with our show, and I'd learn as much from them as they did for me, hopefully. And we're here, so come on down, and it's just $10 for a day's worth of baseball. still 2 games left. It's only $5 a game, and support Region Baseball, Crown Point, one of the best teams here, from what I hear. It's going to be playing at 5:30 at 8. Grand Forks versus Kingsbridge on Field 5. And I'm telling you, it's, as we've done, from the first game to the second, we've probably doubled our attendance at this point. And I imagine when the hometown Crown Point guys hit the field, it'll be even bigger. And plenty of room for you, plenty of free parking, great food vendors. We just got some sandwiches from Strax that were delicious up here, and some corn, and Aurelio's Pizza. Can't go wrong there.
You devoured those 2 sandwiches we had.
Was that a sandwich? That was more of a sandwich nugget. McNugget. But just enough. Perfect. Yeah, right. I did sort of inhale them. You don't have much time between innings, you know?
No, I got you. 8-1 is the score here. South Lexington leading Hawaii. I thought this was probably the 2 best teams in the tournament coming into this game.
And yeah, I mean, I think I would agree with you still. It's just the Ohio Valley team decided to bring their best today, and they're squaring it up and getting legit hits, really. Not a lot of errors. Just one so far by second baseman for Honolulu, but
I mean, nothing.
Like easy play. You know?
Nothing's really been hit hard at all. I mean, a couple ground balls, CNI singles here and there.
Yeah, we need to look for a gapper or one of those deep balls.
Oh, they're ready to play here. Shane McCarthy will lead it off, the pitcher. Top 4, 8-1. See if Hawaii can get something going here. The first pitch to McCarthy. It's on the outside corner for a strike. Oh, 1-1 pitch. Hall still dealing. Ground ball in the second. That'll get through for a hit. Leadoff man on for Hawaii.
Those hit pretty hard. But again, like you said, on the ground, not like a rope line drive.
Right.
But that's right at the second baseman. He gets it.
Man at first, here's Makana Murashige. Swinging bunt foul. 0-1 on Murashige. I think we were at the banquet and Jim was doing these names.
He was killing it. He was really killing it. I mean, he had practiced for days.
Right.
And in front of a mirror. He just, you know.
I did see him stumble on one of these words, on one of these names, though. And I started to laugh, but he didn't see me. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's fouled off.
Inside.
0-2.
Oh, this is the guy whose swing I love. Look at that. That's that's the swing from the commercial, from the guy that teaches you how to swing. Right?
Yeah, he's got a good
pivot. You know, the pivot, the turn. Everything's coming at you. I bet you he's not a big guy, folks. I bet he could hit home run.
Here's the 0-2 from Hall. That's on the outside corner. 1-2.
Takes a big cut after every pitch to prepare himself.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot either. Take a big cut. Just a practice swing there. 1-2. Runner at first. Here's the pitch from Hall. It's hit in the air to left field. Coming in is... Oh, he dropped it. And he'll get the out at second.
Fielder's choice.
Shane McCarthy. He had to wait because
yeah, you had to wait.
Really nothing he could do there.
Yeah, it's pretty much a lazy fly ball. Can of corn, and center fielder, left fielder converged, and somehow dropped in front of him. But the man on first did not get to second before the fourth play was made.
Deacon Thomas out there in left field. Here's Brock Bidoni. The left fielder for Hawaii. First pitch, outside, ball one. Runner at first, one out. The 0-1 from Hall. Upstairs, 2-0.
He wears number 1, folks. Usually reserved for the spark plug on the team, you know. One of the team leaders. Keep people going. Usually a shortstop or second baseman or center fielder.
The 2-0 from Hall.
Good take.
Down low.
This is the player who was 0-2 last time and worked a 7-8 pitch walk.
Right. Three and 0 on Hedoni. And Hall delivers. A fastball right down plate. 3-1, got to take there. Down 7 runs. You got to wait through your pitch, yeah. This is 3-1 from Hall. Fastball grounded into the left field. Diving stop by the shortstop, and no play there. First and second.
Probably saved a base, maybe.
Yeah.
Keeping it on the infield. I can't believe he got to it. Great play, actually. Good range by Jared Gad. Jared Gad for South Lexington. Need a rally here. And one down.
Here's Jordan Botello. Catcher up again. Grounds it to the third baseman. Steps on the bag. Oh, he trips over the bag. But he did get an out. 2 outs here.
Is that the third or fourth time that's happened down there?
Yeah, down at third base.
It doesn't have they don't have the bags that are in the with the spike that goes into the earth.
No, it doesn't look like it. 2 outs now.
Caleb Sherman enters the ball game. Pinch hitter.
Now this was the pitcher that I talked to the coach who has the tendonitis, so he won't be pitching, but he will be.
Okay, he can play the field.
He can play the field, yeah. And he comes in for Seth Tuasidi, who's playing center field. 2 out now, first and second. Hall still on the mound for South Lexington. The pitch. Ooh, a fly ball to deep right field. And he's back, and he makes the catch on the warning track. Austin Blake jumping up, getting it, saving a couple runs.
I thought he had it.
That was a big knock by Caleb Sherman. They do not score. They leave a couple. It's 8-1, South Lexington. We'll be right back in 1 minute on AM 1230 WJB and regionsports.com.
Who, Randy? You got a pen, Randy?
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools. The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to The Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
Hammond, Indiana. South Lexington leading 8-1.
Things are getting out of hand a little bit, but hopefully that Honolulu can hold them one more inning. Get back in this thing. Your pitcher on the mound, I think?
Sure looks like it.
He's got a really high set. Watch how high his set is. Pedro Martinez-esque, maybe.
That's number 28. That's Caleb Sherman on the mound. Of course, he came in.
Well, that's the guy that's got. He is pitching then.
Well, that was
better.
That was Caleb Marquez, who was he was out with the tendonitis.
2 Calebs on the same team. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. He came in to pinch hit. Of course, he hit that fly ball deep to right field on the warning track.
Farthest hit ball of the game so far. Great name too, Bracadani. That's the leading man's name right there. Back to the top.
So we got Jared Todd.
Yep, back to the top of the order for Lexington. He's been batting. How many times have you been on base so far today?
And he got a single in his first at bat, triple in the second. Here in the fourth now. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. Sherman's got a big windup.
Yep.
He throws. Ball 1 upstairs, 1-1. Winds and delivers. There's a pitch and swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2.
He's throwing heat.
Oh yeah, all fastballs right away. 3 in a row.
Hit it if you can, he's saying.
Yeah, why not? It's 8-1.
Yep.
Really got nothing to lose. It's swing and a miss. Strikes him out.
Getting that first batter in the inning, it changes the whole dynamics of an inning. If you get it, first guy on.
Right. Yeah, if you end up walking him, that really changes everything.
Yeah, or a hit, or hit by pitch, drop third, anything that gets you on first base. There's nobody out.
Here's Austin Blake, right fielder. Made that leaping catch in right field at the warning track. 0-1. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. Sherman's dealing here, 0-2. Fastballs.
Blake wanted all on that. He wanted it all on that one right there. He held nothing back.
Pitches have been high, though. You want to keep that ball down. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The ball fouled away. Big hack there by Austin Blake. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a chopper foul down the first baseline.
Great play by the first base coach.
Eight to 1 Lexington. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-2 on Austin Blake, the right fielder. As he lines one into left field, there's a base hit.
Opposite field single.
Good piece of hitting right there. That'll bring up the pitcher, Gavin Hall. Struck out in the second to end the inning. There's a meeting on the mound. What are they talking about up there?
Dinner plans? No. We used to do it. We talk about anything. Not as bad as Bull Durham guys.
All right.
No wedding gifts, but I'm sure he's trying to figure out, settle him down. Know that he's got guys behind him. Keep throwing strikes like he's doing. Again, I mean, for two young teams like this, both games that we've done so far today, not a lot of bases on balls. They throw strikes. I mean, obviously the hitters are aggressive, but still, if you're really missing the strike zone by that much, they wouldn't swing. You know what I mean?
Right. So we got one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Austin Blake, the right fielder, on first base. Here's the first pitch to Hall. A strike down to first. Oh, almost overthrew him. 0-1 on the pitcher, Gavin Hall. The home run derby champion from last night. He's got some pop. The 0-1 pitch. It's lined up back up the middle for a base hit.
That was one of those, another one of those duck and runs for the pitcher. Get out of the way.
2 straight hits. They've been hit pretty hard.
Yeah, 2 ropes.
Cameron Bossman, the first baseman, left-hander for South Lexington. First and second with 1 out.
That looks a little Dave Parker-esque, Stan.
The pitch low and away, ball 1. No, I didn't watch Dave Parker at all.
You know what team he was in?
He was the Padres?
We Are Family. No, he was a part of the We Are Family.
The ball outside.
Pirates.
Okay.
Willie Stargell.
I'm thinking of,
Matlock.
was that Dave Winfield? He played for the Padres out there. He played for the Yankees as well.
Dave Winfield was around for 3 decades, I think, so he played for everybody.
2-0 up the middle again, off the bag. Gonna throw to first, the shortstop. Route number 2. They hit the mound, it looked like, or maybe his leg.
Yeah, I think it hit the mound, like you said. I think it hit off the mound.
So we got second and third now with 2 outs.
Great play. Well, here's my guy. You know, more along the lines, you know, we could be almost related here.
All right.
2 big guys out there.
Brendan Horde, the catcher. I'm sure he's got some pop in his bat.
Boom.
Flies that one to right field. There's Vidal, and he will make the catch. They leave 2, and at the end of 4, it is an 8-1 game. We'll be back in 1 minute on AM 1230 WJB and RegionSports.com.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
If you've been arrested or convicted of a crime in the state of Indiana, listen up. We have a way to remove that arrest or that conviction from your permanent record. Yes, you heard that right. No more criminal record. Imagine eliminating the embarrassment of telling employers or your child's school that you've been convicted. I'm Nicole Bennett, a former Lake County prosecutor. I know the system, and I know how to get this done. Call me at Westland, Kramer, and Bennett at 219-440-7550. Again, 219-440-7550.
Ramblin' Ron Harlow and Ryan Walsh here on WJB 1230. Glad to be with you on Sunday, August 11th of 2013 for the 2013 12 and Under Cal Ripken World Series hosted by the Hammond Optimist Group. National tournament in the beautiful heartland of this country we call America, the state of Indiana. Great hosting by the city of Hammond and Optimist Bulldogs.
Really a great job.
Right now in game number 10 of the tournament, game 3 of play for South Lexington, Kentucky. Game number 2 for Honolulu, Hawaii. Both teams are undefeated, but in this one, a little bit of a romp. 8-1 South Lexington, Kentucky, and looks like there's going to be a pitching change. Going to go with the southpaw on the mound for South Lexington, Kentucky. Looks like it's going to be Cameron Boffman. Going to slide over from first base to the mound.
Yep, number 18.
And then over at first base will be Stam. So Stam comes in the game
What's great is they got some room down each side of the field so where some of the kids probably related to the players playing, stealing, running bases. You got 2 bases and you just keep getting pickled.
Yeah. So
you tag them out. That's super fun.
So Gavin Hall goes from pitching to third. Jones goes to left field. Deacon Thomas out. And we have moving from the extra hitting spot to first base, Jacob Stam. So a bevy of changes at the plate, though. We have for you Shia Matsushita, right-handed hitter versus left-handed pitching Cameron Boffman. Honolulu needing base runners and some runs. In the top of the 5th inning, they are down 7 runs. Beautiful day for baseball in the Calumet region. Many fans still filing in. Coming up at 5:30, it'll be Crown Point, Indiana, and El Dorado, Arkansas. City of Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott Jr. will join me on the broadcast. Ryan Walsh. Ryan Harlow, you're going to hit the shower. Going to take a little snooze?
Yes, I am. I'm a little sore from yesterday, but my mouth and throat are fine, so if I get an opportunity to do this with you, Ryan, I'll do it. This guy's got a real easy motion. Simple. Not a lot to it. Take a look at his motion. Basic.
The lefty winds up, tries bringing the heater inside, misses the zone. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 count. Hard hit ball out of play down the right field line. Somebody gets a souvenir on the right side. Boffman, he's very deliberate in his time getting the ball to the mound. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's one hit into play. Shallow outfield and right center. Going back is Cameron Travis. Gloves it. It was glove at first sight.
Good one.
Fly out to the second baseman for Shia Matsushita. Back to the top of the order. Aaron Town, the shortstop. Nobody on base for Tom. Heard you and Mike talking about guys with 2 names.
2 first names. Well, you don't hear a lot of guys with the last name Tom.
So you don't trust 2 guys?
I do. He said that. I trust everybody till you give me a reason not to.
I might trust Aaron, but I don't know if I trust Tom. 0-1 count. Here's ball hit to the right side. Second baseman right there. Back-to-back flyouts to the second baseman. Cameron Travis fielding the ball well.
So we got another winner, Deacon Thomas. I trust him where Mike wouldn't.
This one is now Dante Park. Lefty Boffman off-speed pitch, fools Park. Long windup from Boffman. Brings the heat. Summer heat right there.
He's just got such a casual motion. It's just bringing it.
No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 count. There's a foul tip. Dropped by the catcher. Would have ended the inning. Brendan Horde behind the plate. 2 outs. Boffman winds up. There's a foul tip caught by the catcher this time. Give him a second chance. Ford makes the catch. Strike 3. Down is Park. Down is Honolulu in the top of the 5th inning. We go to bottom of inning number 5 with the score being South Lexington, Kentucky 8, Honolulu, Hawaii 1. Back in 1 minute on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
Hi, it's Ellen from Quick Scripts Pharmacy at 3330 Ridge Road in the heart of downtown Lansing. Don't forget to stop by and check out our new expanded over-the-counter section or sit down with our knowledgeable pharmacist for an extended prescription consultation. We take all insurances, have our own $4 generics program, free delivery, and our prices can't be beat. Don't be fooled by talk of preferred pharmacies. Switch to a pharmacy that prefers you. We're open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and 10 to 4 Saturday and Sunday. Stop by 3330 Ridge Road in Lansing or call 708-474-9540 or toll free 888-535-3040.
Bottom of inning number 5 on WJOB 1230. Ryan Walsh, Ron Harlow for South Lexington, Kentucky, up 8-1 over Honolulu, Hawaii. Beautiful day for baseball. Sun still here. You see a little bit of clouds coming from the west, but not too much.
Yeah, how about if you just come out, you got a chance to pay for your whole day, maybe. You win the 50-50.
Yeah, definitely. Big pot going around. A couple $100 for one.
Yesterday, yep, and just now, well, most likely. Did they do it over 2-game period, I guess?
Every game.
Oh, every game.
Every game they redo it, and
well, you got 4 chances then if you came in here early. Still just $10 for a 1-day pass, 20 for the whole deal, and 50 for a family of 4.
Baseball Palooza in Hammond, Indiana.
Exactly. And nothing but hard play. I mean, no one's giving up. No one stops.
This is game number 10, second of the day. Game number 1 today was a win for East Boise, Idaho over Alabama 7-5. At this point, only close game of the tournament. Last night, Hammond beat Kingsbridge, New York 5-0. Crown Point, Indiana beat Quincy 8-1. 16-8, Grand Forks won over East Boise, Idaho, and 17-4, South Lexington won over El Dorado. At the plate now with the big man, and Jacob Stam for South Lexington, Kentucky. He's behind no balls and a strike. On the mound for Honolulu is Caleb Sherman, right-handed thrower. Throwing the heat early. Out of the bullpen. I was telling Joel O'Rourke, he's a White Sox fan, earlier, these bullpens here are better than the ones at Wrigley Field. Made him laugh.
Yeah, they're just wide open there.
Down on strike, swinging is Stam for the first out. Five teams in the 2 divisions, American Division matchup here. Quincy, Massachusetts, El Dorado, Arkansas, South Lexington, Kentucky, Honolulu, Hawaii, and Crown Point, Indiana are the 5 teams. South Lexington, Kentucky looking to be the first team to go 3-0. 0-1 count now to Blake Polium. 1 for 2. Single and fielder's choice. Here's a high pitch he didn't bite on. 1-1. Down at third base is Cy Robertson from Duck Dynasties. Just getting its manager appeal.
That was my duck call.
I like it. Carl Peel, the manager, Jason Travis, and Justin Scott, the coaches for South Lexington, Kentucky. Manager Gerald Oda for Honolulu. Keith Oda and Willis Cato are the assistant coaches.
Do they call him Oda, the baseball Yoda?
Maybe. At this point, it's all speculation. Again, I want to say thanks to Paul Mulaney of the NWI Times, and also a big supporter of Bishop Noel for providing pronunciations for all of the names and doing the hard work of getting all the players and coaches to give their time.
Yeah, it was great to have all the names.
Pulliam chases one inside, down on strikes. That's the second out.
Spelled out phonetically, so we can say it right.
Say it right. What's so funny, Ron? You're laughing a little bit. Mike Zajac.
I may have to go with the Matsushita efforts of Mike Zajac 2 innings ago.
At the plate, it'll be Austin Jones.
Tipped it
into the glove of the catcher, Jordan Botello.
What size bats do guys? The 28 to 30 still? Little leaguers, 28-inch, 30-inch?
I would not know that, but I'm sure Carlton Fisk would be able to help us out with that one.
Yeah. 30.
0-2.
Do they all pretty much use aluminum? Like, are there a few that use wooden bats? Or?
I don't think any of them use wooden bats. That would put themselves at a disadvantage.
I would think.
Only ones using wooden bats are the minor leaguers and
college ball.
Major leaguers. No, college is metal bats.
That's right.
0-2 count. 2 outs. Here's one off the end of the bat. It's going to be grounded to second. Mirashigi fires it to first. Out is Austin Jones. A 1-2-3 inning pitched by Caleb Sherman of Honolulu. At the end of inning number 5, it is 8 for South Lexington, Kentucky, 1 for Honolulu, Hawaii. Back in 1 minute as Honolulu is down to the last 3 outs on WJOB 1230.
Recently, there's been a major push to buy local, and we couldn't agree more. Hi, I'm Taylor Micka from Micka Cabinets. Whether it's a single cabinet replacement to a full kitchen remodel, Micka Cabinets is there with your needs. So why pay more at a big box store? Micka Cabinets can provide you with better quality and price with the best experience. Celebrating 20 years, Micka Cabinets promotes buying local, our community, and the best service. We're open Monday through Friday and by appointment on evenings and weekends. So stop by our showroom at 8328 Kennedy Avenue in Highland or call us at 219-838-5450.
MJ Polish Deli in Hammond has everything for your summer barbecue. Fresh and smoked sausages, sauerkraut, potato salads, kolaczki, and of course, pierogi and stuffed cabbage. Live out of the region? Don't worry. Place your order online at mjpolishdeli.com. Stop by NJ Polish at 7112 Calumet Avenue or call 937-6007. For food like Grandma used to make, visit MJ Polish in Hammond, Indiana.
8-1 is the score from Hammond Optimist Ballpark in Hammond, Indiana. It is South Lexington, Kentucky in front of Honolulu, Hawaii. WJOB 1230, Ryan Walsh, glad to be with you on this lovely Sunday in the region with Ron Harlow, host of Afternoon Fix. I'm going to get it right this time. 4 to 6. Afternoon Fix on WJOB weekdays, Monday through Friday. Ron actually leaves a little early on Fridays after we have Purdue Calumet Sports Inside with Wes Precocious from 5:30 to 6.
Longest running show on WJOB, right?
Yes.
Currently. My pleasure to bring radio to you guys. Give me a call, 845-1100, and talk about whatever you want or whatever we're talking about. It's a fun show. It's a serious show. It's an informational show.
At the plate, Richie Vidal as Honolulu, Hawaii down in their last 3 outs. 6-inning games for the 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series, and they are down 7 runs. Little delay on the field as they get that home plate
Spick and span.
Spick and span. Like the 9-span bridge. Brofman ready for Vidal. First pitch. Taken for a ball. And we're underway in the top of the 6th inning. Here's a swing and a miss by Vidal. Chase one. 1-1 count. Coming up at 5:30 or so, it'll be Crown Point, Indiana, and El Dorado, Arkansas, followed by the nightcap game, Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Kingsbridge, New York. Foul tip into the glove of catcher Horde, and Vidal is behind 1-2.
This pitcher just comes out and throws his thing,
and down on strike after a big whiff is Richie Vidal. And Trey DuPont will come into the batter's box. The extra hitter for Honolulu, Hawaii, down to the last 2 outs. Now the clouds coming through the area. A little breeze as well. That pitch runs in on DuPont. Good job ducking out of the way of that one.
a veteran pitcher out here for some reason. I really feel like he knows what he's doing out there.
There's a foul ball.
See how he threw across his body that time? I mean, really, stepped sort of towards first, came over the top.
1-1 count. With 1 out. Count even. Here's a curveball that slides through and just misses. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, so you find the count point loss.
Here's one hit sharply to the third baseman. A great play by Hall. Fires out is Trey DuPont. 5-3 on the scoring. Honolulu, Hawaii is going to be up to Shane McCarthy to keep this one going. Down 7 runs are the Saints of Honolulu to South Lexington, Kentucky. Two outs, nobody on base for Honolulu in the top of the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0. Hoffman behind will take his time. Resetting on the mound. The pitch. 4 pitches, 4 balls. A walk to Shane McCarthy. Makana Mirashigi at the plate.
The big swinger.
Timeout called on the field.
Pitch runner.
It's going to be Tanner Wan.
Number 10, yeah. Okay.
0-0.
Gotta love it. These guys do. I think he's going to hit a double.
Two outs, trying to keep the game alive. Here's a pitch off the glove of the pitcher. Boffman knocks it just past his shortstop. Garrett Gadd, single. Juan is at second, wearing his neon green shoes. And at first is Makana Mirashigi. Those are interesting shoes.
they are.
Seems like everybody else is wearing matching shoes to the jerseys. Not Tanner Wan. Here comes Brock Kadani. First pitch swinging. It's out of play.
They need base runners. We could be in for one of the biggest comebacks in Little League history.
Down their last out are the Saints of Honolulu. Here's a strike. Down their last strike now. South Lexington fans rising to their feet, shaking their sleigh bells, cowbells, duck callers. 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1-2 count.
Close.
South Lexington, Kentucky, strike away from going to 3-0 in this tournament. Here's one hit to the right side. Glove by Forsch at second. Game, set, match. Right there. Great play by Forsch. 2 steps over to his right and makes the catch. 8-1. South Lexington, Kentucky wins it over Honolulu, Hawaii. And let's write this one in the books. It is complete. Let's thank some people for helping us get this broadcast on the airwaves before we take a break. We'll have El Dorado, Arkansas, and Crown Point at 5:30 this evening. At Renwick, Webmaster Gene, our producer, Mike play-by-play, and Ron Harlow joining me as the analyst. A lot of fun, Ron. Your player of the game here.
I liked too many of the guys. In fact, I probably wanted to give it to one of the Honolulu guys. You are the expert.
You got to make the call, Ron.
Who had the triple?
That would be that would have been Jared Gadd.
Jared Gadd, I think.
Triple's 2 runs in. And that's going to wrap it up here for game number 2 on game day 3. 8-1. South Lexington, Kentucky wins over Honolulu, Hawaii. Back to Larry Cowan in the studio for a little bit of a break. We're back at 5:30 for game number 3, Crown Point and El Dorado, Arkansas on WJOB 1230.